Hello, good morning students. So today we are going to learn about atomic number and mass number. So first we will discuss about atomic number. Okay, so atomic number is introduced by Moseley. Moseley was a great scientist. He introduced atomic number in 1913. And he introduced an atomic parameter called atomic number. Now this atomic number is denoted by Z, as you can see here in the screen, and can have only an integral value. Now this atomic number of an element is equal to number of protons present inside the nucleus of its atom, or you can say that number of protons in atom. So that means that Z, that is atomic number, is equal to number of protons inside the nucleus of an atom of that element. Z is equal to P. Like as you can see here in your book, Z is equal to P. Now what is mass number? So mass number, you can see here that mass number means it is the sum of the number of protons and number of neutrons present in the nucleus. So it is denoted by A. So A is equal to P plus N. So mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Now we know. Now you see here that number of protons is equal to atomic number, as we have discussed earlier. Now above this topic you can see that number of protons is equal to atomic number. So here in place of P we can write Z, that is atomic number. So we can write now A is equal to Z plus N, that is A, that is mass number, Z atomic number, and N is number of neutrons. Okay, so now as I showed you this one atomic symbol, in the subscript you can see atomic number, and in the superscript you can see mass number. So like that only atom described. Atomic symbol, then it's means the mass number and the atomic number are shown as superscript and subscript respectively, and on the left side of that element. So this is the example. Like for example, you can see here carbon, in the subscript 6 is there and superscript 12 is there. So atomic number is 6, that means number of protons is 6 and mass number is 12. Mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. So from this you can calculate. From this equation, if you have two value, you can easily identify the third one. So like this you're going to solve this type of question. Now if you know this atomic number, the formula of atomic number and mass number, you can determine the number of electrons, protons and neutrons in an atom. Okay, like for an atom means you know that atom is electrically neutral. That is why number of electrons and protons are same. So you can write here number of electrons is equal to number of protons, and this is what atomic number. As atomic number is number of protons, so you can write here also that number of electrons, this is also equal to number of electrons. Now mass number, just now you read that mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Mass number A is equal to, in place of number of protons you can write atomic number, because we know that atomic number is equal to number of protons. So mass number is equal to atomic number plus number of neutrons, and from this equation you can get number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus atomic number. This is the fourth type of equation you should remember to find out the different values of neutrons, electrons, protons, like this. Okay, so here some examples are given. Suppose I'm taking example of neon. Okay, neon in the subscript 10 is written and in the superscript 20 is written. That means atomic number is 10 and mass number is 20. So if atomic number is 10, that means number of electrons and number of protons are same, that is 10 and 10. As you can see here, that electrons is 10 and protons is 10. Now if I am having mass number 20, then you can find out by the formula mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. From this formula you can get the value of number of neutron. So putting the value, you can get that number of neutron is also equal to 10. So if only this symbol with atomic number and mass number is given, you can calculate its number of protons, number of electrons and number of neutrons. Now let's discuss about atomic mass of an element. So here, as you can see, that average atomic mass, as the name suggests, that the average mass of an atom of an element is known as its atomic mass. It is denoted as A, and since the mass is its actual mass of the atom, so that is why we can calculate this in any of the unit like gram, kilogram, atomic mass unit, etc. So the accepted unit for atomic mass is atomic mass unit. Generally you can see this unit in every book. Okay, we can say that the average mass of an atom of an element in atomic mass units is called its atomic mass. See, usually the value of atomic mass is fractional. Here are the some atomic masses of some elements. As you can see here, the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1.008, which is a fraction. Okay, like that. There are some examples of atomic masses. Now atomic and mass numbers of certain commonly used higher elements. So iron having atomic number 26, mass number 56. So this will use in this, we are going to use in some of the questions. Now let's discuss this question. So question number 1, you can see that how is the atomic number and mass number related to the number of neutrons and protons inside an atom. So you can write that atomic number is equal to number of protons and number of electrons. Mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. You can see that in just now we have studied this one. Question number 2, how are the various orbits in the Bose atom designated? How many electrons could be accommodated in each of these orbits? So this question will have this answer. Okay, designation of the orbit you write, quantum number you write, and maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the certain orbits. You can write here in the forms of formula also, and just try to remember this. Now question number 3. The atomic number of Al and Cl are 13 and 17. What will be the number of electrons in Al3 plus and Cl minus? As I told you that aluminium having 30 electrons, atomic number, sorry. So what is the distribution? 2, 8, 3. So in standard 7 also you have studied that metals tend to lose electrons. It has, metal means what? 1, 2, 3 electrons in the outermost shell. So it is having 3 electrons in the outermost shell, so it can lose 3 electrons. So if it lose 3 electrons, that means what it forms? Al3 plus. So here how many electrons are there? 13 electrons, right? So here how many electrons will be there? 3 lost, so 10 electrons. So what will be the number of electrons in Al3 plus? So 10 electrons. Again in Cl minus, you see Cl, how many, what is the atomic number? 17. 17 is the atomic number, that is 2, 8 and 7. 2, 8, 7, right? So we know that chlorine is a non-metal. Why? Because it has 7 electrons in the outermost shell. So electrons like 4, 5, 6, 7 electrons in the outermost shell are non-metals. So non-metals tend to gain electrons. So if it gain one electron, it will carry one positive charge, right? So how many electrons will be here? If it gains one electron, that means already 7 electrons are there. Again one carry over here. So 17 electrons are there. So one again. So it will be 18 electrons. So Cl minus having 18 electrons and Al3 plus having 10 electrons. Like question number 4. Electronic configuration of an atom X is 287. It combines with another atom Y having electronic configuration 1. What type of bond will be formed between X and Y? Here you can see that Y having 1 electrons in the outermost shell. You can see here only 1 electrons are there. And you know that 1 electron, which atom having 1 electron? Which element? Hydrogen having 1 electron, right? And here you see 287, that is 17. So how many electrons are there in the outermost shell? 7. So here we can write that X 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 like this, right? So now it is forming a bond YX. So now here you can see that it completes its octet and it completes its duplet. So both are stable. So what type of bond will be formed between X and Y? It bond is formed by sharing of an electron. No. So sharing of an electron means what type of bond? So covalent bond is formed. Covalent bond means what? The bond which is formed by sharing of an electron. So by sharing of electron, bond is formed. So that is why what type of bond is formed? Covalent bond. Now write the formula of the compound. So what will be the formula? YX. Okay. See, we know that electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1 and 17 electron configuration is Cl. So you know that HCl is formed, right? Now you tell me HCl is soluble in water or not? So we say that yes, it is soluble in water. But you see, covalent bonds means covalent compounds mostly are not soluble in water. Ionic compounds are soluble in water. But in case of HCl, it is soluble in water. You write only yes, it is soluble in water. Okay, reason you will study in higher classes. So till then you study well, complete the assignment. So we have finished the chapter also. I hope this you can solve in the home. Okay, let's solve this question also. An atom consists of an equal number of electrons and protons. Which of the following is the electronic configuration of sodium? Which one? 2, 8. What is the atomic number of sodium? 11. So 2, 8 and 1. Like this. 8 to 1 no, because K shell can accommodate only 2 electrons. L shell 8 and 1. So this will be the fourth one is the bond formed due to mutual sharing of electron is mutual sharing. Just now I told you, covalent bond. Which of the Na plus and He has completely filled? Now these two you solve on your own, okay, and fill in the blanks also. Thank you.